The air was thick with tension as Princess Nneka and her guards confronted Prince Ikenna and Ogechi in the palace garden. The moon cast a pale light over the scene, illuminating the fear in Ogechi's eyes and the determination in Ikenna's stance. "You will marry me, Ikenna," Princess Nneka declared, her voice cold and unwavering. There is no escaping tradition. Ikenna stepped forward, shielding Ogechi behind him. "I won't marry someone I don't love, Nneka. My heart belongs to Ogechi, and I will not betray that." Nneka's eyes flashed with anger. "You are the prince. Your duty is to the kingdom, not to your heart. If you defy this marriage, you defy the entire village, and there will be consequences." Obai, the loyal captain of the guards, stepped up beside Ikenna. "With all due respect, Princess, Ikenna has made his choice. We are prepared to leave this life behind to be together." Nneka's gaze hardened as she realized the depth of Ikenna's resolve. "If you go through with this, you will be hunted. The elders will never allow such a betrayal to go unpunished." Ikenna glanced at Ogechi, then back at Nneka. "We are ready to face whatever comes, but I will not live a lie." As the confrontation reached its peak, Obai made a split-second decision. "We need to move now," he whispered urgently to Ikenna and Ogechi. With a swift motion, he threw a smoke bomb at the ground, filling the garden with thick, obscuring smoke. "Run!" Ikenna shouted, grabbing Ogechi's hand as they dashed toward the palace gates. The guards, caught off guard, scrambled to follow, but the smoke gave the trio just enough time to escape the immediate area. They ran through the darkened streets of the village, their hearts pounding. The sounds of alarms began to ring out as the villagers were alerted to their escape. Obai led the way, guiding them through hidden paths and narrow alleyways that only a seasoned warrior would know. They could hear the shouts of the guards behind them, but they didn't stop. There was no turning back now. Every step took them closer to freedom and further from the lives they once knew. Nneka was furious. "Don't let them escape," she commanded her guards as they fanned out to search for the runaway prince and his companions. She knew the village well, and she was determined not to let Ikenna slip away. The guards combed through the village, checking every corner and calling out for the prince. But Ikenna, Ogechi, and Obai had a head start and knew they had to keep moving if they were to stay ahead. Obai led them to the outskirts of the village, where the dense forest began. "We'll be safe once we're deep in the forest," he said. "They won't follow us there. But we need to be careful, there are dangers in the woods." Ikenna nodded, his grip tightening on Ogechi's hand. "We'll be together, no matter what," he said softly. reassuring her. They entered the forest, the sounds of the village fading behind them. The night was dark and full of unknown threats, but they pushed forward, driven by their desire to be free. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the darkness closed in around them. The trees towered overhead, their branches blocking out the moonlight. The air was thick with the sounds of nocturnal animals, and every rustle of leaves set their nerves on edge. Obai led the way, his sword drawn and ready for any threat. "Stay close," he whispered, his eyes scanning the surroundings. "We're not out of danger yet." Suddenly, a loud crack echoed through the forest, followed by a low growl. The trio froze, their hearts racing. Out of the shadows, a pair of glowing eyes appeared, followed by a massive figure. It was a wild beast, drawn to the scent of intruders in its territory. Ikenna stepped in front of Ogechi, his hand on the hilt of his sword. "Get ready," he whispered, his voice steady despite the fear gripping him. "We'll have to fight our way out of this." Obai prepared for battle, his muscles tense. "We need to move fast," he said. "We can't let it corner us." The beast lunged forward, and the night erupted into chaos as Ikenna and Obai fought to protect Ogechi and themselves. The forest, once their refuge, had become a battlefield.
And that's the end of this inspiring story. If you enjoyed this tale and the valuable lesson it teaches, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we post more educative and entertaining content. Your likes, comments, and shares with your family and friends are greatly appreciated. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to sharing more stories with you in the future. Remain blessed.